Sorry, hello YouTube world. Thanks for tuning in. Today we have yet another video, um, which is involves another stocks and bond, and this company is called Agency Travel Company. They basically help provide airplane services and basically services that are for travel purposes. I came across this stock, doing my research, um, because I wanted to show you guys like the exact opposites of, so sorry, the exact opposites of like what to look for. The difference between the red and the green. Um, Unfortunately, this company does not offer a dividend yield. Um, which is okay, because not all companies offer a dividend yield. But this stock in particular, it's kind of weird, but I kind of wanted to show you guys, what's going on here. And as you can see, it starts off today with the red. Reason being is because, after they do their numbers and everything, um, it's not really looking the best. $47.82 a share, and they're down 0.77%. But this is what I wanted to go over with you guys. Now, for the rest of the week, um, with all the travel seasons and everything, it goes to a downward position. A lot of sell-offs. A lot of people really can't afford to travel right now. But the line in the middle that I talked about previously, this is pretty much uh, what I wanted to go over with you guys. Because there will be some travel, but it's not necessarily enough to make a profit in. Even though this goes above the middle line, but it's still not necessarily enough to make a profit. Um, we can go for 3 months. Even though there's a lot of lines up here over the middle, but it still has continuous dip that causes it to do a complete downward. You see, because green is to buy, red is to sell. Now there will be some travel going on, right? Because you can kind of see it right here, but not necessarily enough. So that way, you can see any kind of results, right? So, well, when they say things like, "Oh yeah, just hold," but a lot of times the longer you hold, you could be losing a lot of your profit. Even though it could bounce back, but when you pay attention to the dates up here, it kind of gives you the time frame of how much time you really have, right? So let's take a look for the next year. Now, again, in the previous parts, it still had to show over the line some type of green, some type of positive, right? And that's what you see pretty much right here. But at the same time, it still shows um, everything's just not going over this middle line. So for the next, you see the next 2 years, it's still not enough purchase of tickets or traveling, to show any type of positive, any kind of green. And and you want to be in the stock market to make money, but you kind of want to be smart about what you invest your money in. And what it's showing right here, a lot of people will travel, but at the same time, a lot of people won't because of different various reasons. Now, let's take a look for. Hello, thanks for tuning in. Now, let's take a look for the next 10 years. You know, always pay, always pay attention to the line in the middle. But at the same time, it shows a little bit of a pushback, but it's still not enough, right? But the crazy part is, with the overall performances, it shows a lot of green. And so, like I said, people will travel and things possibly will change like later on during times and different policy changes. But as of right now, with it being negative 0.85, this is pretty much could potentially be a good stock to invest in. But at the same time, with all the uncertainties that you see, it's pretty much 60-40. 60-40. But, overall, it still may be a pretty good stock to take a peek in. 47 cents a share. $47.74 a share. My apologies. Yeah, so at the same time, we can erase this and just go about what it says for the day, with these stocks right here. So, with it being Tuesday, the market's not too bad, but again, it always depends on S&P 500 and Dow Jones. And hopefully we'll have an idea or some answers for this tariffs. I would like to say thanks for tuning in. I highly appreciate it. Until next time, stay investing. Keep up the good work.